Books happened last weekend and kaya naman po marami na naman sa ating mga kababayan authors visiting us in Los Angeles. Grace is one of them. She is a kababayan author from Australia who flew in to talk about her book, The Deliverer. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA. First, because you're from Australia, how is our community there?
Community there is actually family-oriented.
Very
family-oriented.
Marami bang mga Filipinos doon?
Marami din, but ano sila, in different states.
So yeah. What, parang is scattered also.
Scattered
like same here
yes.
in the U.S., especially in California. So The Deliverer is your first novel.
Yes.
And this draws experiences from your spirituality and your journey. And this is also about the Lord, as the title says. Give us a gist.
Well, The Deliverer is actually a very interesting story about love, materialism, and you know, my characters are actually Jewish, who turned atheists, and then father and son actually fall in love to a woman, the same woman.
Both of them fall in love with the same woman. Oh,
yes. and then
juicy,
Jews, atheist siya, no? And then of course, actually engaged to be married
to someone else,
to a church minister.
Okay, yan. Okay, yan lang ang gist, because you need to buy the book if you want to find out what happens. And what I want to find out, Grace, right now is that you mentioned that it was God that inspired you to write this novel. Bakit?
Because we know that our solid ground is God, is Jesus. So we know that He created us. And I believe that family is very important, relationship of husband and wife. And we wanted to have, based on The Deliverer, as I was saying, we have to build a relationship on a solid ground, which is Jesus.
Right. So the book, although it's story, you know, it's fictional characters.
Yes.
You talk about them, but through reading the book, whether for entertainment, you're also getting information on how to build a solid relationship. Exactly. When you say it's a little bit vague for people also who don't believe in God and in Jesus, you know, explain to them. When you say it has to be rooted in Jesus and that's the foundation of a strong marriage, what does that mean?
Family, whether they believe in Jesus or not, we believe that family is the basic unit of the society, right? So it starts with role models of mom and dad. And then from there, with The Deliverer, there's actually part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is there was a tragedy. And then the tragedy is we don't know what will happen. Whether the Deliverer will give them new life.
So the book that we're looking at now, it's only part 1? Or is it part 1 and part 2? Already inside.
Yes.
How long did it take you to finish this book?
About a year.
About a year?
Yes.
And what are you most proud of about this book?
I'm proud of the lessons that it gives to the readers.
Are you working on anything now?
Yes, actually the nuts and bolts of building a relationship on a solid ground.
Okay, so that's another book.
Another book which is non-fiction.
Non-fiction naman. What's better to write? What's easier, fiction or non-fiction?
I think it's fiction for me.
Fiction, yeah. And it's also, I think, a little bit more interesting to write because you get to read because you get to imagine what it looks like and who they are. Where can we get a copy of the book?
They can order online at the moment from Westbow Press. And I have my website. They're constructing my website at thekingbox.com.
Ayan, thekingbox.com. Also, Philippine Expressions Bookshop, which is the only Filipino bookshop here in the U.S. If you find resources on Filipino-American, books written by Filipino-American authors. For now, thank you so much and more power.
Thank you, Janelle, for inviting me here.
How long are you staying in LA for?
We're going to San Francisco and then Las Vegas, and then we go to New York.
And
so that's about 47 days.
Wow, and it's all booked. It's all
about
promoting
the book.
Have fun, safe travel.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you.
We'll be
God
back
bless you.
for more in Kababayan LA. Don't go away.